All right, everybody, man, what's going on? How y'all doing? Welcome to today's edition of SWAC Talk. What is SWAC Smoke? I'm sorry, I got the wrong day, wrong show. This is SWAC Smoke, man, episode number 184, and we have a special guest in the house. Uh, one of the one of the top Bama State Hornets out there, one of the top defensive players in the conference. Depending on what person you ask, defensive player of the year, depending on what person you ask. Mr. Treqwan Thomas is joining us today. We're gonna chop it up with him, and we're just gonna have a good time. So if y'all got any questions or anything in the chat, y'all can put them up there. And we'll ask them. So first off, man, Treqwan, how you doing, man? How's everything going for you today?
I'm good. I'm good. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man?
Doing good, Treqwan. Happy to have you on the show.
So I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be here.
And so right now, man, you officially our second, our second Bama State Hornet that we had on the show. We had Creech on the show last year. So you got some big shoes to fill because he came through with a little personality there. But I know you're a dude that like let your game do a lot of talking for you. But we want to kind of get to know who you are and recognize what you did, man, because you had a great season. And so we're gonna kind of ask you a few things, and like I said, people gonna probably chime in too. So I always like to start at the beginning when I talk to people on my show. What age did you start playing football?
So really, I've been playing football all my life. So as a kid, but I never played organized football until I got to eighth grade. That's when I got into my first organized program, which is called Olympia. It was a Part 1 program here in Orlando. So I've been playing my whole life. But I played a lot of sandlot up until again eighth grade, and then ever since then I've been playing ball, man.
All right, so Jerome, you can jump in anytime.
I'm just curious. I want to follow up on that. Were you too big? Were you one of them kids that was too big to play little league, little Pop Warner football, or your mom didn't want you to play, or what?
Yeah, it was more so my mom. She was more so hurt. She was worried that I would get hurt. So she
right.
was like, you keep playing sunlight with the kids outside. You ain't playing the organized football.
Right.
And once I got to middle school.
I think you froze.
Yeah, hold on. All right, let's see.
You got him back.
All right, man. Can you hear us?
Yeah, man. My bad. My Wi-Fi a little bad, man.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
You were saying once you got to middle school.
Yeah, once I got to middle school, I started attending the Boys and Girls Club, which is where I met my mentor, Mr. Travis, and he basically convinced my mom to let me play. He paid for everything, made sure I was okay. She just had to take me to practice and to the games, and then ever since then, I've been playing.
Once she saw baby wasn't gonna get hurt, she started liking it then, didn't she?
Started liking it then. She was enjoying
it. Yeah. I got if you could play any other position, what would you play?
Ooh. I would say probably receiver. I would say receiver. Only because when I was in Little League, I played receiver and DB. I was a cornerback and a receiver. That's why I started. And then when I got to high school, I played receiver and tight end. So I got a little experience at receiver. Not too much, but I play receiver.
That defensive end and tight end kind of translate, kind of got the same skills a little bit. So I figured you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say tight end, but you act like you got some real jets talking about getting out there on that Autobahn.
Yeah, I like receiver. See, matter of fact, I tried to get my OC to throw me a 50-50 ball, man, but he wouldn't let me. He wouldn't let me do it, man.
He don't like to throw the ball already, so you gotta get through the receivers first. So yeah, but that's cool. That's nice to know.
All right, I got one, man, and this one I ask my boy DJ all the time because I just what is it about Bama State defense, man? What y'all got in the water out there in the gump that make y'all like y'all are every year, man? Like you lose pieces, and the dudes that come in are just as good. Like every year, I think the defense gonna drop off and then never drop off. What is it in that defensive room that keep y'all the way y'all are, man? I know y'all got something going on over there. You could tell us now though. You're not playing, so you
Honestly, it really just we play as a unit. So like every time a new guy come in, because like every year somebody goes and
They got stuck again.
yeah, we're gonna do work it. We'll work it out.
all right, there
All
we
right.
go. We back. Yeah, we just play as a unit. Every year we lose pieces, as you said, and then when the new guys come in, we just show them like what the defense is about, and they buy into it. They buy into the standard. Everybody plays their role. Like we don't have no superheroes, no nothing. Like everybody knows their role. Everybody plays their role. So like as me, my role is a rush pass set the edge. The DBs know they got to cover. Everybody has their role. So and then we put team goals before our own personal goals. That's a big thing for us. For a lot of defenses, they have a lot of people who want to be, make it personal, be selfish, but on our defense, ain't no selfishness and no personal goals. Because once you do your team goals, your personal goals will come with it. So like that's what we all believe, and that's what we all bought into. So that's what it was.
So when y'all go into a game, do y'all go into a game with like a certain number that y'all don't want to allow? Like, you saying like, y'all don't want to have a guy go for over 100 yards, or y'all don't want to give up, any y'all aiming for shutouts or anything like that. Do y'all have like a number that y'all look at, or y'all just go out and just know y'all assignment and y'all just make it happen?
Nah, so every week it's the same. We had the same goal for it for every week. So it's a shutout, it's a turnover margin. It's a bunch of different numbers. So we try to get as close to those numbers as possible, and then the closer we are each week, we just progress, and then see where we are by the end of the season.
So it's a mindset that's in the whole complete locker room throughout the whole defense.
Yes,
Seems like.
yes.
But and it's curious that you say that because you don't set the goals according to the team. The standard is the standard, as people say. That's
Standard,
what it sounds like.
yeah, the standard is definitely the standard. No matter where you came from, we don't care if you came from Power Five, G5, D2. It don't matter. Once you come to Bama State, the standard is standard. We're not changing it for nobody at all. Not on our defense.
I like
Who's
that.
yeah? Who is your most difficult person to tackle
The
so
most
far?
tackle.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be surprising, but it was a running back for Tuskegee. He was probably the most difficult to tackle because he was just so like he was moving so much, and so
quick.
like yeah, and I was already banged up. So like towards the end of the season, we played them, man. Like him just moving so much. He's slippery. He's a slippery guy. I ain't gonna lie. He definitely a slippery guy. So he was probably the most difficult person to tackle.
Yeah, I was thinking you was gonna say like a power back, somebody with some power that you wouldn't necessarily, but it's not the contact, it's just the fact that he was real quick twitch, as they say. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I was thinking, a guy that I watch a lot is a guy like Herb Mulligan. Is that dude as hard to bring down as he seemed on TV? Because he seemed like
So
you can't get a hand on him and get him down good.
in the humblest way possible, bro. Bama State defense was probably his kryptonite. So he played. He was.
He gonna come back through.
Yeah, he'll pop back up.
Yeah. So
Somebody in there on the internet. It's a lot of people. Turn off the PlayStation. Somebody
Yeah,
got shut down that streaming.
we'll let him pop back on. It'll
Yeah.
get back. Yeah,
all
but
right,
all
my
right,
bad.
there you go. Oh no, you good, man. Don't you worry about it. Go ahead.
But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, he a great back. He a great back for sure. But I feel like just I ain't gonna lie, our defense was his kryptonite, man. He rushed for over 100 against everybody else but us. Like it was just different. It was just different. But he wasn't that hard to tackle. We just couldn't let him get like the little seams and creases that everybody else let him get. Because once he see that, he had enough vision like Elucida to capitalize off of that. So basically, we just had to cut all that off and then play our game.
Fill your gap. Yeah.
Yes, like I said, I wanted to ask that because, like I said, I'm a Southern guy, and we played them twice this year, and both times, he always managed to wiggle free because it seemed like he never stopped moving, and our guys, have him, and then they don't have him, and I wanted to know against a defense like y'all because y'all really held them down to a low scoring game, and I know that take a lot of work on the defensive side of the ball against an offense like that, so. I was just curious, but I also want to ask you. I forgot my question. I'm sorry, I forgot my question. You go, Jerome. I gotta get my question back up. I never forgot what I wanted to ask.
I got one for you. We always hear about players pregame ritual. What's like your postgame ritual? Is it go get something to eat, get some treatment? Watch the highlights. What you do after the game?
So after the game, they feed us. So I ain't really got to worry about going to get a meal. So what I do is I put my headphones. I walk straight to my room. After a win or loss don't matter, I go straight to my room. I sit in my room and I actually stay up until they drop the film. Or if I can find it on YouTube, I'll watch the game on YouTube right quick. You just see like what I could have did better. So what happened, what went right, what went wrong, stuff like that, and then. Just go off that, and then if I feel like it, I might go somewhere with my teammate or something. But other than that, I'm staying up to watch that film.
Go chill, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like he all business kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? Just.
You don't put up them. You don't become all SWAC playing around.
Oh no, you do that. All right, my question came back to me now, y'all. I'm sorry, man. My brain is like all over the place. This season, y'all had like a carousel of quarterbacks to put it nicely for various reasons. Y'all had to play 5 quarterbacks. As a defense, was it hard each week to come out not knowing what your offense was gonna do? If y'all needed to carry an extra load, because you had a young guy playing and you didn't know how it would turn out. Did that increase pressure on y'all, or was it just business as usual?
It was just business, honestly. Like we had to set in our room that no matter what the offense did, no matter what quarterback played, we was gonna play our game regardless. Like the quarterback didn't really put any pressure on us. It don't matter. We just knew that we had to do the best that we could to help whoever was in. Like whether it be field position, it don't matter. Like just get them what they need, play our game, and we're gonna be straight.
All right, I'm gonna piggyback off of that. And I want you to keep it. You ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta say nothing crazy, but I want you to keep it 100 with me. When you in a game like that, and your offense is not moving the ball, and you got to keep going out on the field, is that frustrating to you, or is that just like more chance to go hit somebody?
Honestly,
he got me waiting on that one.
That question froze his string.
DJ shut that one down.
I know.
It's really 50-50 though. So it's like in some senses, like, dang man, like we back on defense, but in another like the positive way, it's like, okay, we back on defense. Now we can make another play. Like, you feel me? So it's really half and half, really.
All right, that's a good answer. Like I said, I don't I respect it, but I don't like coach speak. You know what I'm saying? I respect people being able to because you don't want to say the wrong thing. And I appreciate that, but I do like to kind of I like to kind of poke a little bit just to kind of get how guys really feel. Because I know anybody gonna throw their team under the bus. I'm not looking for that, but I know at sometimes that you like, man, we just came off the field. We got to go back on it, but at the same time, I think if you're in that kind of situation, that give you an extra chance to take that aggression out on the other team. So, I guess it's a win-win for you.
I
I feel like what
Have you
made
scored a touchdown?
Nah, man, I sold on my touchdown I was supposed to score, man. Against Sanford. Yeah, man, we played Sanford, man. I dropped the pick 6.
Oh,
y'all would y'all would have won that game 14-12 if you'd have scored that pick 6, man. You realize that?
I know. And
I
like
didn't mean to bring that up.
that's all good. Through the whole season, though, I was thinking about it. I was like, dang, man, we could have won that game if I would have caught it. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Y'all played a hell of a game in that game, despite what happened on the other side of the ball. To bear a whole team to 12 points when your offense is having a hard time is a testament to your defense. But was there any games this season that you really enjoyed playing in this year?
All of them. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy all of them. I ain't gonna count. I enjoy all the games. But my favorite would have to be I feel like the Magic City Classic. I feel like that's my favorite game. It's just the environment. The environment what made it like fun, like especially on the field. Like on the field, it's a rivalry, so it's like a lot of trash talk. Like you'll be surprised how the stuff you hear on the field. So it's just like, man, like you really just say that to me. Like, something else crazy. Like the Magic City Classic is my favorite game for sure.
Yeah,
I've never been to a Magic City Classic. You've been? See where else have you been?
no, I ain't been, man, because every time that game come up, we got a game that I can't miss. You know what I'm saying? So it's on my bucket list though, man. It's definitely on my bucket list. I need to call in a favor to my boy DJ, see if he can give me some tickets one year, and I can slide over there. But the one thing about rivalry games, man, everybody gonna leave it out on the field, and to be able to beat them dudes like 3 times, y'all won 3 straight against them. I'm sure that helps too. How going into a game like that as a young guy, how do they really make it known to you how big that game is? Like when you first get there, or like the week of the game, do they really press that on you?
Wait, Coach Eddie Robinson, yes, he does. For the past, I think all 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, he brought the young guys up, all the freshmen. The day of the game, he'll put them on the bus. They all come to Birmingham. Every single last one of them. They come into the game. They're gonna be on the sideline with us. And he'll say some things. He'll say some things, and then everybody just be like, "The game this serious? Like, really?" And then game day come, and then the freshmen see, they be like, "Oh, it is that serious." Like, yeah. So he does emphasize like the importance and like the importance of the rivalry and just putting belt to ass. So yeah.
I like that, man. We call that BTA. Put that BTA around
here. Well, I was gonna ask you what was your best game day experience. So I guess you already answered that, but I guess what's the hardest place to play in?
Bragg is the hardest.
Everybody, we all say the same thing, man. You know that.
I thought he was gonna say. Well, I ain't say it. Y'all all be talking about how hard it is to play at Valley. Everybody be Valley. You don't want to go to Valley.
All right, so it's okay. Okay. So with Valley, the reason it's hard to play at Valley and to win at Valley is because for one, there's no fans. Like there's no fans. It's quiet. It's like just the field.
The scrimmage.
That's really what it is. Then what made it the worst was the field, though. The field is probably what made it like the hardest to play in Valley. So last year when we played Valley, it was a rainy day. Like it was bad. It rained literally all day up until the game. And 2 of our players got hurt. One tore his quad and the other one like blew out his whole knee. So yeah, it's hard to play in Valley, but once you get used to it, it's like okay, like you just playing ball now. Just no crowd. But Bragg is still the hardest place to Bragg is the hardest, most hostile place to play in for sure.
Is it what is it about Bragg? Is it that our stand sit right there? Is that that wall? My seats are like right there behind the visitor bench. I'm like about 4 rows back. So is
That
it that? Because I tell these guys all the time, I say, whenever them dudes start turning around, looking and talking, I already know.
So I mean that plays a part in it, but it's really just like the entire environment. Like y'all fan base is crazy. Like I gotta give it to them. They are crazy. Like no matter winning, losing, y'all gonna support regardless. Like y'all gonna be loud the whole game. Y'all not gonna shut up. So like if you don't go and brag mentally like ready and locked into the game and just the game, you gonna lose focus and you gonna lose for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, even from a fan perspective, man, that's one of the places that you go that is just it's not fun to be in there. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. I love them kind of environments because it make you draw all y'all together, everybody against and when you do happen to win enough, it make it even better. But that's one place that I tell everybody that if you can go, you need to catch a game up because they gonna do some this slick stuff to you. You know what I'm saying? They 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 might sell you 2 tickets to the same seat a couple times. They did us, they did that to us a couple times. You know what I'm saying? So it just it is what it is. Everybody's a rival when you walk in that stadium. It don't matter who you is. It's a rival, and I like it. I love it. But that's a
Edwin asked me a question. I can't see that low. Nah, when it get crunchy and I got a coach, I go up top. I go sit up there on top. If it get crunchy, I can't sit down there that low. I leave my wife down there. I have to go up there in section O.
Yeah, take a walk, huh?
Yeah, on the back row. Have to go court. Y'all done heard me tell y'all that.
Oh yeah, you always got to put on your coaching hat out there. I did want to. I ask Jerome this all the time. He claimed it ain't a thing, but you heard of the distraction committee, right? At Bragg.
Nah, I ain't never heard of that. What
It's a group of supporters that sit behind the bench that make it hard for the visiting team. Actually, if you know anybody play for Grambling in the last 3 or 4 years, ask them. They'll tell you about.
Oh man, I ain't hear about
He's
that.
talking about. Hey man, he talking about an incident that happened a couple years ago at a homecoming, and it was one of them kind of spillover effects where everybody had. That was before they put the fence up around the stadium, so people was all on the sideline, and it was a particular newscaster sitting on the bench, on Grambling bench, and had their players distracted. That's all he talking about. They won't let Bragg live that down.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. I think it was last year when Bama State went down there. I told my boy, I said, "Bro, watch out. They gonna have something for y'all." He said, I'm not a player, so I can do what I want."
Yeah, that was last year. That was last year, man. Crazy how it happened.
Yeah. No, I traveled. We went to Bama State last year because I was telling you, I like y'all game day experience. I love y'all stadium. I wish Bragg could have that stadium like that, with that whole walk around at the top. They got the food trucks down there in the end zone, and I loved all of that.
Yeah, that was you talking about this past season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You talking about 2 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about last year when y'all went down there. I want to first off say, man, congratulations on being selected for the Legacy Bowl. I think that's big. Are you looking forward to that game?
Yeah, of course. I just want to have fun, man. Ball one more time at the college level and just go out there and enjoy myself, honestly.
Yeah, I actually been to that game what is it, this 4th year they having it? Whatever, however many years they had it, I've been every year, so I'm definitely gonna be down there, man. I'm gonna come down to the field level and holler at you while y'all doing your thing. But it's a great experience, man. I think being able to get out there and work with some of those guys and like you say, get one more run in the college game is always good. What are your have you got any idea of what your aspirations are for pro football?
Honestly, I gotta tell everybody, I just want to play the next level. No matter if it's NFL, UFL, Canadian, like just give me a shot. Like just give me that opportunity to play in the pro league. That's all I want. I ain't too much picky. I just want the opportunity, honestly.
Yeah,
That's good.
like I say, that's a good one, man. Like I said, I think, like I say, I tell everybody, man, take advantage of these opportunities because they always good for you to have them be there.
Could you move to outside linebacker? Would you be open to doing something like that, or are you?
Yeah, of course, of course. I enjoy dropping and all that. So like during the season, like my primary position was DN, but like I would try to tell my DC to run the plays that like force us to drop into coverage because I enjoy dropping into coverage. So I would tell him like, hey, run this, run this, run this, and then he'll run it so I can drop. Yeah, so
So jump in some of them drills down there at the Legacy Bowl. Some of them linebacker drills, if they let you, try and blend yourself in there.
Well, one thing I'll say is, everybody know offensive line is like a chemistry unit. And in an all-star game, those guys only been together for a week or so. They never gonna be on par. So, bro, you gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Like every D lineman I ever seen in that game, man, they eat. Especially because like it's broken the SWAC and MEAC. On the SWAC side, they eat. So you gonna eat, bro. You gonna eat. Enjoy. Enjoy. It's gonna be great. So you like I said, man, you had a tremendous season this year, man. Um, what it was like 12 sacks, 13 sacks. Um, led the country in forced fumbles. Um, how does it feel, man, to get that hit on a QB and make him drop that ball?
uh I ain't gonna lie, it's a great feeling, honestly. Like hitting a quarterback is just like I don't know. It's like a stress reliever. Like throughout the week, you hear the coaches nag, 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 and then like you get in a game and you just turn that edge, and then you see a guy just standing there like, oh man, just hit me, and it's like, you know what, I will do that, and you just take all your anger out on him, and you become relieved from all stress. It's great. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, like I said, I like to watch a good defensive action. Um, is it easy to rattle a young quarterback? Because I know sometimes we look at guys come in and everybody throwing everything at them. When you see a young guy out there, do y'all kind of turn it up a little bit?
Yeah, I ain't like we do. So when we played Grambling. When we played Grambling, they had their first quarterback because Miles got hurt, so they played their first quarterback. And my coach was basically saying, "I'll be damned if I let a freshman beat me." So we finished sitting pressure at his ass all night, and that's what we did. We sit pressure on him the whole game, man. And yeah, he was off his mark, but they beat us by running the ball.
So you can see it in their eyes when they off their mark. The quarterback,
yeah.
I'm saying.
You can clearly see the fear. If they don't wear like a visor or something, like their eyes get real big. So like Magic City Classic, going back to Magic City Classic again, when we played them, they played two quarterbacks and both of them were scared the whole game. Like you can literally see it. Like we probably would be like really close to them. We would be close to them and they'll be throwing up their back foot and we just like, damn man, we ain't even here yet. Like what you doing? So yeah.
I can tell you one of them trash talkers out there on the field talking about everybody else. You one of the ones, you got a little high motor out there, don't you? Every time he frees up on it. He one of the ones the referee have to tell to talk to your team. Don't talk to them, talk to your team.
There you go. What you had said? It had froze. My bad. What you say?
I say you look like one of them players that you were talking about, the players joining back and forth at the Magic City Classic. You look like one of the main ones out there doing the talking. You one of the ones as an official, I would have had to say, talk to your team. Don't talk to the other team.
Oh man, I want to hear that one, man.
You know
Yeah.
he be rapping.
In all honesty, originally I don't talk until like somebody started talking to me. So like once they start talking to me, then I don't stop. I don't stop. So you actually gotta start nagging or like saying something off the wall for me to actually respond. But once you get me to respond, I'm not gonna stop. So like now you're gonna hear me all game or the rest of the game. Wherever we at in the game, you're gonna hear me for the rest.
So you don't start it, you just finish it.
Yeah. I never started. Never started. I'm not that type of guy. I never started.
So I wanted to ask you because you brought up Miles Carley. How was it playing against a guy that was on your team that transferred somewhere else? How was that? Because I played him last year too. How was that facing a guy that was on your team now he's playing for somebody else?
You say what?
Playing against Miles Carley. How was that playing against a guy that was on your team that transferred somewhere else? How was that?
It was good. It was good. Seeing him, doing good at his program, and then of course when he played us, we just had that standard. Like he was just here with us, but not here against us, but not here off. So like we just got to do it to him. We gotta do it to him.
Did you get a chance to sack him?
Yeah, I got one sack on him. It wasn't too bad though. It wasn't nothing too crazy. But he took a few good hits though. He took a lot of good hits. He took a lot of good hits for sure.
Y'all the one taking it light on them, like they say they doing on Tui Sopo. How they talking about this? Y'all was taking it light.
Yeah, nah. It don't matter who we go against, man. If you're on the other side of the ball, look, we love you at the end of the game, but during the game, bro, it's all business.
Yeah, I hear that. That's how it's gotta be.
All right, we've been talking about offense not having great games and everything. But I meant to ask you about this earlier. But y'all played a game that was 9-6. How was that as a defensive player playing in a game where it was 5 field goals kicked in that game? Nobody offense really did much. How was that playing in a game like that, knowing that y'all basically had to win that game?
You talking about the Prairie game?
Yeah.
Okay, so honestly, we just had to go out there with a chip on our shoulder. We lost to them. Like my coach put us in the meeting. First meeting we had that week, put it on the slideshow. We lost to them 9 years in a row. Like it was a long losing streak, and so we were just like, man, like we ain't letting that happen again. Like this, we come towards the end of our season. It's one of the last games. Like we can't let that happen. So when we got out there, no matter what the offense gave us, we ain't even care. We just went out there. Hey, whatever we do, we playing balls to the wall, man. We not stopping. Like we run through everybody. Everybody get it. Everybody run through everybody's face, no matter who it is. Running back, quarterback, don't matter. Do not matter who it is. So we all just again came together as a unit. We set that standard for that game, and we just went out there and we played it.
Yeah, I was looking at the score of that game all as it was going on, and I was like, man, somebody gonna get anything going. But I think that was if you like defense, that's the kind of game for you. I know a lot of people love offense, love touchdowns and everything, but I can appreciate a good defense, a good defensive battle though.
Yeah.
You got anything, Jerome?
Oh yeah, you got a hidden talent? Like, can you draw or play an instrument or anything like that?
All right, there you go. I'm back.
You hear me? I say, do you have a hidden talent? Can you draw or play an instrument or something like that?
I used to dance when I was little. I used to dance a lot when I was little, like probably like elementary, the beginning of middle school. I used to dance like crazy, but I don't do it no more though. I stopped. I stopped now. Ain't no more dancing happening with me.
If you get in the end zone, you might have to at least hit us with the gritty or something. You got to give us something. If you get to that Legacy Bowl, you get in that end zone, you got to give us something.
Hey, that's why he dropped that pick six. He was thinking about what kind of dance he was gonna do.
I can could probably give you a little 1-2 if I ever score. I give you a little 1-2, but it ain't gonna be much though. But I give you.
Hey, hey, as a person that don't dance that much, you don't ever want to give them that much. You give them a little bit here and there, keep them guessing. Don't ever give them too much.
Right. He froze again.
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
I know you grew up in Orlando,
Oh,
right?
crazy.
You
Yes, sir.
you grew up in Orlando, right? So what's your favorite football team? Professional.
Professional.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't have a favorite football team. So when I watch the league, the only time I watch a game is if Julio Jones is playing. I kid you not. If Julio wasn't playing, I won't watch football.
So you like players. You like the players.
Yeah, I'm a player guy. I'm not really into like teams. Like nah. I support all Floridians and Julio Jones, but Julio Jones retired. Now it's all Floridians. If you
so,
support
so
football,
Julio Jones.
hey,
So
I mean there's worse guys to like now. Julio was a fool now. Don't get it wrong.
them receiver dreams he had of for real, boy.
that's why I
So
wore number 11 in high school.
I love to see a defensive lineman with a low number, man. When you see a D lineman with a low number, you know he bringing heat. You already know he bringing heat. Give me a defensive tackle with like number 8 or something, and I'm like, bro, I know that dude about to wreck. I know he about to wreck.
Yeah. I
So
thought you was
oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, Sewell.
I was gonna say since Julio not playing no more, who is your guy now?
Uh,
Metcalf, DK Metcalf. Think you got him again.
Yeah.
They don't want us to be great tonight.
all right. But yeah, I watch more so like edge rushers, so like Max Crosby, Von Miller, like dudes along those lines who like I kind of like mock my game after. So like yeah,
So if you had to pick one guy to say that that you kind of take things from style wise, who would it be?
Von Miller and James Houston
Oh that
too. Gotta pick
oh
James.
not hey
James
shout
Houston.
out James
Yeah,
Houston.
shout out James, man. Shout out James for sure. That boy a dog. That boy definitely a dog. So, uh, what was this last year? I want to say, yeah, it was like last year.
Yeah.
He did this crazy like hesitation, like in the air to a ghost, and like I seen it. I was like, I want to try that. Like, why not try it? And then I'll be trying to practice every time we practice. I'll be in there trying to do it. Like, and I still try to this day. So, yeah, man. Shout out James, man.
It's a copycat league. You get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So do you have a go-to move that when you need to get past somebody, do you have a move that you got in your bag that you know that you pull it out it's gonna work?
Yeah. Yeah. So the style club. So go to the style, feel like your long arm, and once they try to sit their weight down, club it. And then you good. You good to go. It's the easiest thing to do, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I say, as a fan, like I said, as a fan, I love to watch guys come off the edge. Unless they're playing against my team, then I don't like to see guys come off the edge against my team. But when you watching either neutral or I'm watching my team play defense, man, I love to watch a tackle just get beat. How do you know, like lining up against a guy? Can you tell you're gonna beat him before the snap?
So what I do, I kind of play a mind game. So like, I'll probably show something majority of the game, and out of nowhere, I just switch it up. So like, that's all practice is for me. Like, it's
The Noid is busy.
I know.
all right here. But at some point, it's like you gotta make him guess what you're gonna do. So really, you throw kind of the same thing, and then you switch it up in like different variations. So like he never can guess what you can do or what you're gonna do. So like on film, it'd be like I'll do speed rushes, and I'll switch it up to a little power. and then I combine power with speed, and then like it just goes on and goes on and goes on and goes on. So like, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a tough question, and you don't have to answer it. You know, I respect it if you don't answer it, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Um, because we had the discussion before. Um, do you feel like you should have been SWAC Defensive Player of the Year?
Say that again.
I said, do you feel like you should have been SWAC Defensive Player of the Year?
Yes, yes, I do. I'm glad you asked me that, man.
I thought about not asking because I know you, but shoot. Hey, the floor is yours.
You got to catch up.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Jeez, Louise, man.
Man, like the stream don't like tough questions.
Yeah. He good though, man. He ain't running from no questions.
Oh no, I know he ain't running from no smoke
He's
at
knocking
all.
them out the park.
Hey, whenever you back, man, the floor is yours. This one I've been waiting for.
All right, but yeah, I should have joined on my phone, man. Y'all on my iPad, so it's a little shaky.
We good, man. Hey, we all have those technical issues here and there when we do our thing.
Yeah, my phone go completely dead, and I can't even come back to the next week. That's happened to me. I think you move around too much. That's knocking off. No, you might want to just log him out and then maybe send it to his phone. Maybe.
Let's see. I think he's switching it now.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't. I'm trying to walk close to the little router, man. Yeah,
his stream working like my Hulu, man. My Hulu been popping off all day long, man. I can't watch no TV. Like every 2 seconds it pop off. But
I know not to get you on no game of Madden, because I know once I get kicking your butt, then you gonna blame it on the internet.
get the crazy legs.
yeah, man, it's like a bad right now.
Yeah.
All right, it's lagging. All right, we can go now. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, I feel like I had a great shot at it. Honestly, like I feel like this season, like I don't even know, man. I basically like overachieved what anybody probably expected me to do. From last year having 7 sacks, a few TFL, stuff like that. Like I feel like I overachieved. But I mean, honestly, I ain't even mad about it. Like it is what it is. Like can't be too mad about it.
Yeah, I mean, y'all, as a unit, y'all had like 4 or 5 guys made first team all conference. That don't happen very often with one side of the ball. Do you think that kind of, do you think that kind of stopped people from putting you in that spot because y'all had such a great defense with talent like all over? I mean, y'all lost a guy like Bubba, and then y'all add a guy like Rico Dozier in your linebacker core. Do you think that having so many great guys made people kind of not look at you individually?
Yeah, probably. Cause I ain't gonna lie, we had a lot of dogs, man. We had a ton of dogs. Me, you had DeMarcus Cunningham, we had Rico, JB, then you had my boy Amon on the back end. Like, yeah, we had a lot of dogs, so it probably could have, but nah, it probably for sure did. Cause it was too many of us, really. It was a lot of us.
But for you to stick out like you did in your whole team concept, though, the way you describe the way y'all play defense you should be commended for that. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. So,
Yeah.
but They was fighting for you hard. They say you got robbed in that one right there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, best.
we had a nice little spirited debate, me and DJ about that. We had a nice little debate because he rolled for you.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
man, DJ, that's my boy, man. That's my boy for sure.
But every defense got one dude that's like, I don't want to say crazy, but a guy that you know that definitely the one that you got to like drag off the field because he gonna go till he can't go. Who is that guy on your defense?
Oh man, number 44, Kanye Varner. Oh man, that that's my guy. That's my guy right there. He's also an edge rusher. That's my guy. But when he get going, it's like, oh man, somebody go grab him. So go grab him. Like, and then it's kind of hard to grab him because when you grab him and he be like, man, get off me. Like it's like, oh man, come on, Ye, come on, just come back to the sideline. He be like, all right. Then he finally get him to go. But yeah, Varner. DeMarcus ain't too good either though. Don't let DeMarcus fool y'all, man. DeMarcus, he one of them guys too. He definitely one of them guys. He just a little more calmer. But once he get there, oh, it's like, oh man, please pull him. Yeah.
You,
All
you
right.
you need that mentality to play defense.
Oh yeah,
That's part of what
you
make
got
y'all
to.
what y'all are.
Yeah, of
You
course,
got
of course.
you got to. Um, do you feel like in a how important is it in a big game for guys to like not lose their cool? Do other teams try to push y'all over the edge?
All right. Hello, yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I asked another question. What was the question?
Yeah, I was saying, in a big game, emotions be really high. Do guys on other teams be trying to push y'all like over the edge, trying to get y'all, kind of off your square, so to speak?
Uh, some teams try it, but like our defense is we got a disciplined defense, and we got a lot of crash out. So like it don't really affect them. It's just like okay, they talking. So now we in our heads like okay, they talking, but in reality, when we start talking, we finna get y'all to push like past y'all limits to where y'all start like getting penalties and stuff. Because we can handle it. Like in practice, I promise you, there's probably nothing anybody can say or do that's going to affect us during the game because in practice we probably go through it already with each other. Like so, like
Competitive practices, spirited offense versus defense is competitive, basically.
yeah, it's real competitive. So like with our offense, like from the front five and the D line standpoint, it's just like O line D line standpoint, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like we go to the extreme sometimes for sure, and we always make sure we push each other because if you can make it hard in practice, it's gonna be easy in the game. So that's how we kind of go about it.
That's true.
All right, I got one more tough question for you, and then I'm done with the tough questions. I just I'm in one of them little moves today. Uh,
Okay.
how was the fight in the JSU game, man? What happened?
Honestly, so I can tell you what happened, but I don't know about the fight because once I start fighting, I went to the locker room. Like, I ain't had energy. I ain't care to be honest. But basically, what happened was, so last year we played them, we beat them at their home. At the end of the game, we went and we put our flag in the middle of their field. So they basically beat us at our home. It's gonna turn the favor. But my boy, I ain't even call no names. My boy he was like they finna try to put their flag in the middle of our field, and we ain't finna let that happen. So we all gonna meet them at the 50, and that's what they did. They met them at the 50, and they weren't going for it, and they got the fight.
Hey, sometimes it's good to just get out the way of that kind of stuff because that all that kind of stuff got consequences. Um,
That's
Yeah, yeah.
and
that's
I
your
always feel like
maturity. Show your
yeah,
maturity right there.
I always feel like a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times when stuff like that pop off, it's usually guys who ain't played that much. Now sometimes you got guys like you say that crash out. They're just going, hey, this is my chance. But a lot of times you see a lot of guys, who kind of be on the side, get the work out that energy that they ain't used before. So, like I had a couple of talks behind the scenes, about that kind of stuff. But we all see games like that where it's always something. Because I think about in the spring of 2021, Pine Bluff came to Southern. They beat us. They beat us by like a touchdown or whatever, and they jumped on our logo, you know what I'm saying, and everything. So we went up there. I think a lot of people expected for us to do some things like that, but we didn't. But I mean, people take that kind of stuff serious. I really try to get people to understand how that's your home. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want nobody to get back, but they will get back. They will get back if they got an opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Jerome, you up, man? You got anything?
Not really. That I was gonna ask once football was over, whenever that happens to be. I ain't want to like it's gonna be today. What's your plans on that?
To get back to the youth through football, how basically my coaches did for me. So basically, just show them that it's more to life than football, but like help them with football, but also show them that it's more and like build young men. So like growing up, like my dad was here, but like he was in and out of.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for him to come back, go ahead. You. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, just give back to the youth through football. Just help build them as young men, and then show them that it's more to life than just like ball. Because I mean, for everybody, it's gonna end one day. So like, what you gonna do after it end is the question. But yeah.
We've heard a lot of the coaches speak, and they all say that they all got back into coaching football because they wanted to be builders of young men and help young men in their lives, and kind of like Coach Jackson said the other day, step in the gap and bring up the younger generation, and that's admirable. And you like you say, everybody ain't gonna make it in football, but you can also show them other paths to make it, because I'm sure you learned a lot of different lessons through playing football, other than just football lessons. You learned a lot of life lessons.
For sure.
In the fact, by you saying you went to the locker room during that incident, that tells that that you matured.
Because some of us have been right there in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never a football guy. I was a basketball guy. So we ain't had no pads on. So what I'm saying, you get in there and try to throw hands with somebody, you better be ready, because they could smack you. But speaking of that, man, did you play any other sports?
When I was in high school, I played lacrosse. Lacrosse is like my other sport. And then a fun sport that I play now is paintball.
Oh yeah, I love paintball, man. That's a good stress relief too, man. Being able to legally pop somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tell people that all the time. Like, man, it's the one sport where you like don't have to worry about any consequences about shooting anybody because it's legal, and for one, it ain't gonna kill them. So
yeah, exactly.
You go out there, you just have fun for real.
It hurt though. My son had me out there doing paintball a couple times. I let him have it though. It'll bruise your arm wherever it hits you.
Yeah. So, but I play like with the guys who play like tournaments and stuff. So like I'm like immune to it now. Like it's like it is what it is once you get shot.
But yeah, like I say, it's this one of my homeboys. He got a team, and I look at them all the time. But we used to get out there and mess around. And like I said, that's something. It's just like I said, it's a good opportunity, man. Somebody talking crazy, hey. you do what you got to do. You ain't got to worry about nothing at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? They go home, you go home. It's like that's a whole lot better than the alternative. I'm glad. Yeah. Hey, I'm glad you didn't say you was a basketball player, bro, because I know most cats that play football. they brutal on the basketball court, bro. So I like.
Yeah, nah, I hoop for fun only. That's it. I
Cause
don't take
man,
it serious.
I didn't been blasted by a couple of football players trying to go to the lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm a thin dude, man. I can't be
Yeah.
taking all that contact, man. I'm trying to avoid it all. But like I said, I lacrosse, man. That's how did you get into that? Cause let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Being folks like us, we don't really have a lot of that around us.
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
So the way I got to it, really, it was what coming towards like the end of my senior year, right before COVID hit. Uh, the cross coach, he was like a JV coach too. So he was like, "Yeah, just come out and play lacrosse." I was like, "Bro, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to play no lacrosse." He was like, "Man, just come out. Like you'll learn." Da da da. I was like, "Okay." So I went out there, man. I enjoyed it, and that like as games went on, I just like progressed it and actually got better at it. So like my first game, I was terrible. I was just out there to hit people. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's I played football. I was like, hey, you can hit anybody. Go ahead. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's really why I went there at first. But then yeah, but then I started learning the game, like actually learning the game and taking time to like work on my craft in the game, and I actually like enjoyed it. So I took it serious. And I got like a lot better, like a lot better. Like it was to the point where I became like one of the people on the team where it was like when we needed to score, he was like, "Hey, just passing the ball." I was like, "Okay, yeah,
And see, like Jerome, you were talking about a hidden thing. That's it right there, man. You know,
That tell his age too, right there. Lacrosse, you know what I mean. That lets you know how young he is. That just became a thing, recently in
it's
our community.
it's one of the fastest growing sports, though. You know,
I
I
know
would encourage people to get
yeah,
involved in it, man. If you could, you know.
yeah." I
they,
definitely encourage a lot of people to go play lacrosse, man. It's actually fun. So if you play football, it's not too far from that. It's just it's kind of like soccer with the running though. Like it just continuously goes on and on and on. Like it doesn't stop
that have you conditioned though. That kept you in good condition.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. They
All right,
back go ahead,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Jerome. No, you go.
I was just gonna say back when they were I know when it started, they were used to try and get football officials to switch over to lacrosse. But they said it wasn't, because we were used to the contact or what have you. But that's all I was gonna say. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I said, Trey, I want to thank you, man, for coming through, and you know, I want everybody to keep tabs of your journey, man. Like I say, if once you make it, don't forget the little people over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Once you get your spot in anybody league, man, don't forget us. Look us up, man. Holla, we love to keep tabs on you, what you're doing. Are you active on socials? Or are you just
Yeah,
a guy who kind
I be on
of
Instagram. I don't even use
All right,
Instagram
why
though.
don't you tell the people how they can follow you, man, so they keep tabs on you.
Yeah, just find me on Instagram at ll.tr8.ll.
All right, you got any merch or anything that you want to push?
No, I don't sell no merch. I should though,
All
but
right,
I
then.
don't.
Yeah,
You
I
got the
get I
personality
get
for it. You got the personality.
Yeah,
When
man.
when you go to New Orleans, get you some of them oysters on the grill. What they call them, Sea Wells.
I don't eat no oysters, man. Don't
Man,
Them
don't
I don't
smoked
eat
ask
oysters.
oysters. I don't
I
even
don't
eat
eat no
shellfish,
oysters.
man.
Man, y'all don't know what y'all missing.
Well, I'm glad I'm missing it, man. I don't even like the way oysters look, man. Don't even I don't even like to look at
You
them,
live in
man.
Baton Rouge, you supposed to eat an oyster, bruh.
Man, we went to the Acme Oyster House one time, and the people next to me. We were sitting at the bar. They brought them oysters. I was like, man, I'm a move. I don't that, I'm a move. I don't even like the way they look, man.
I like
Because
them
if
on the grill. On the grill, they good. You
man,
gotta try.
I don't. Hey, it's all. That's all you right there. Anything else out the water, I'm fine with. But I'm good. But man, Trey, man, I'd like to thank you for joining us, man. Like I say, I'm glad you was able to get down with us, and we look forward to seeing what you got going on in the future. And like I said, I'm gonna definitely check you out at the Legacy Bowl, man. If y'all y'all in the New Orleans area, man, around Legacy Bowl time, man, please turn out. The crowds don't be that great, but those guys work hard. And it's a fun game. Like I said, it's getting better every year, and they got a lot of stuff going on before the game for fans. So definitely, y'all turn out, man. Don't let me be the only one in there. But like I said again, Trey, man, thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you on your journey, man. So once again, y'all, this is Mr. Treqwan Thomas, co-defensive player of the year with Kelvin Givens. I'm gonna put it that way. And I gotta ride for my dude now. I gotta ride for my dude. But the other guy, I respect him too. But he went to Grambling. I don't really mess with Grambling. But with that being said, man, we're gonna get on up out of here. Y'all have a good rest of y'all weekend. Y'all stay warm and safe in this crazy weather, and we'll catch y'all on the next edition of SWAC. Oh, one more thing before we get out of here. Thank y'all for helping us hit our super chat goal. So next Thursday is going. Hey, y'all bring y'all y'all can hit me on my socials. SWAC Talk 76 is Twitter. SWAC Talk Instagram, Facebook. Hit me on the inbox and let me know what kind of topics y'all want. It's viewers' choice next week. We hit our super chat goal. So y'all, thank y'all for that. And we out of here, man. So y'all enjoy y'all weekend, and we will catch y'all next week.